All right, hello everyone.
Hello.
Oh. We really appreciate you guys coming on here, and talk about this great film you guys got going on. This is what we do here is a SkeemBeatzRadio music review, but also what we do is On the Move Unscripted. We're just excited about this whole film you guys got out there, and we kind of get a chance to let the world, our world that we have, right, something that they can also know what you guys have put out there. So we have Skee Skinner, the director, and Paul Branton, Harold Dennis. I'm trying to say the name right. I think it's Nadinga James and Joe P.E. King, actor from also Monty J, for this movie, the film called Pieces of a Dream. And we want to kind of talk to you guys about what the film is about, and also but introduce yourselves and let us know, some of the things what you did in your part in this project.
I don't know who wants to start, but I'm excited because I love the trailer. It's beautiful, so I can't wait to hear it. I don't know who wants to start. You want to? Who's the gentleman with the green jacket on? Harold.
Harold Dennis.
Harold Dennis.
Yeah.
Harold Dennis. Let's start with you.
Hi. I played Father Shepherd, and obviously I'm playing a priest, which was the first time that I ever had the opportunity to play a priest, and it was kind of shocking because when I auditioned, I was auditioning for the bad guy, and Paul called me and says, "Well, we gave it to Monty. He worked with him in the other movie, and he could bring it." And because I thought I was pretty good at the audition, and he says Monty's got everything that we're looking for with the description of the character, so we wanted to offer you Father Shepherd Flockings. And I was like, I had to think about it at first because like the priest, and then I was like, oh, Father Shepherd Flockings. I was honored. And I says, Paul, why did you cast me as Father Shepherd Flockings? He said, because you reminded me of Forrest Whitaker. And this was back in the day. So I was like, oh, okay. I appreciate that. I heard that. And so that's how that came about. And I was just on the phone when we started. I was talking to the other actor that's in the film that played the other Father Isom. He's 89 years old now and living in assisted living. And I was trying to get in contact with the last week or so to give him this good news that Pieces of a Dream has come back around to emerge and finally be seen worldwide. And I'll have to call him back in the morning because he wanted to catch up on everything because he had just fell off a little bit and didn't know anything.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yes, it's exciting. It's exciting to give him that information. Yeah. And so, Father Shepherd Flockings got his demons and he's seeking truth and he's meandering around trying to figure it out, and I'm very happy with what I did with the other actors and especially Father Isom, because we studied together at Toronto's here in Chicago, and they were looking for Isom. I was like, Fred Schultz. And he came on board, and we had already worked together in class. So we prepared, we stayed in the hotel together, and we worked at night. So when we got in front of the camera, we just had to do some exercises and then jump right in. And I was happy with the scenes I did with Paul. We spent some time, Monty, Nagina. Yeah, it was great. It was a great experience.
You're all seeing each other in a while.
Yes.
Oh, this is like
right. Right.
That's what's up. Okay. All right then. So let's go to the next one on.
Well, I think we got Monty J right there as well.
Monty J. So tell us about you, sir.
So I played the character Coop, who is probably the bad guy in the film that Harold was mentioning. We tend to think that Harold's character and my character were high school friends, but we split. We went on separate paths. But how I came into the role of Coop, I actually auditioned twice for this role. The first time that I auditioned was in Chicago, and Paul kindly pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, how did you do?" And I said, "I think I did okay." And he was like, "No, you didn't. You sucked. So you're gonna have to come to St. You're gonna have to come to St. You're gonna have to come to St. Louis and audition again." It kept it real with me, And so, so we had to dig deeper, and this character, he's a lot of things, but the one thing that I think. The one word that I want to say is that Coop is probably the smartest character in this film, but he's very cunning, but he's also very diabolical. And he's not, Bishop from Juice, who, is just in your face bombastic. He's more calm, he's more subtle, but when he goes there, he goes there. And
you gotta watch
honestly, he's, yes. He's
yeah.
let me tell you something. So the writers, Paul, Skee, my goodness, I don't even have the words to describe how this character was written. But what I know is I would never want to see this character anywhere. And this guy, he is quite scary. When you actually see the film and you go back and you think about what he does and the things that he says, it's frightening. And so, I'm not going to hold you guys too long, but I had to go to a darker place. So, the whole time that we talked,
I'm going to ask you, like,
because it's definitely not me. It's not me as a person, but I had some people who were quite scared to meet me at the premiere in Chicago. It was like, I don't know if I want to meet you. And I'm like, dude, I'm a college graduate, but at the same time, on the set of the film, like Skee and Paul had to pull me to the side several times. It was like, we're seeing Monty. We need to see Coop. And so, you had to kind of recalibrate. But I think those last few days of the shoot, Skee kind of scolded me at one point, and from there on, they didn't have to say anything to me. It's just tap into it. But it was an honor to play the character.
I'm curious, when you had to descale, when you had to come out of that character, like how was there a ritual or was there something that you had to do to get you? Because in all honesty, for them to be afraid of you, that means you played that character. You became that character. So how did you like?
I'll put it like this. I've been acting since I was like a kid. And so I've never been a method actor. I mean, I was an athlete, who was kind of part athlete, part actor. And I chose acting because I didn't see myself going to the NBA. And so for me, and I think, the guys and the ladies on the set would attest that I joked around a lot on the set. So I'm not a method actor where I have to stay in character the entire time, especially not a character this dark. I can't be that guy the entire time because nobody wants to be around you. And I want to mix and mingle with everybody else, when we have downtime. So yeah. So when they yell cut, I cut and I'm back to Monty. But when they yell, action, it's time to flip the switch and become this guy. And it was quite fun to do.
Yeah. Right now, the Pieces of the Dream, man. This is awesome. We have all of these artists, that's on here, actors and actresses, and also the director as well. But we also got right now with I think we got like Paul Branton right there as well. You want right there, Paul Branton? You with us?
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
You got my favorite city on your chest. I used to live in Chicago.
All right.
I love Chicago. Nobody say about it. Y'all leave Chicago alone.
Love that city.
Love
that city.
Born and bred in Chicago.
Here right now.
I bleed Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of the talent that we use came out of Chicago, both in front of and behind the camera. And Skee and I, we always had this idea, like how Spike would always use like all this New York talent and create these films and like never leave the borough sometimes. And we was like, man, we from the Midwest, why we got to go somewhere to make films? There's enough talent right here. There's enough resources right here.
True.
Yeah, it is.
That is so true.
That's, yeah.
Other than Atlanta, I've lived in Chicago and Atlanta. And I tell people that Chicago is a cold Atlanta, and Atlanta is a hot Chicago, because the talent that y'all have and the resources and all that kind of stuff really is in both places. I learned so much in Chicago that I use in Atlanta. Like without Chicago, I wouldn't have been able to do the stuff I did in Atlanta. Like I love Chicago. I love Chicago. I'm on your
yeah. So we pulled from here. We pulled from Indianapolis. We pulled from the St. Louis area, and we made it happen. We were actually about to shoot another film when the money came through, but that script was tied up into some legal stuff. And when we got the budget to do the film, we had a bunch of shorts that were written. And Skee and I went into the lab, and we decided to weave these 4 stories together and try to make it seem seamless. Yeah. So that was the genesis of what the film came from. So that was part of the writing process. And then after the writing process, it was like, all right, well, we got the words. Now let's get people to breathe, life into the words. And that was the casting process. And that was kind of hard. And then at some point, when we couldn't find the right person to play the Thibodeau character, Skee kept nudging me and was like, you got to play this character, right? I was like, no, I'm trying to do the art direction. We doing this and this and that. He was like, when we was writing it, you was really writing it from a personal space. You really just got to just do it. So
he was right.
Yeah, it was,
because nobody, I mean, the actors can like, what you tell them to do, they can do it, but can't nobody do it like
the writers,
because the feelings, the emotions, everything. Yeah. So he was right. I'm glad you listened to him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like the way we write, and Skee's my brother, and we think so much alike. It's almost like we finish each other's sentences sometimes. Okay. And then when we really get into a zone, it's almost like when I go to sleep at night, the characters are talking to me, they telling me what to write. So that's when I know when I have something good, when I can hear characters, in my sleep, and they're talking to me. And that was also part of the process. It was all love from the very beginning to the end.
That's amazing right there.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I know. Okay. You can go ahead and exhale and pat yourself on the back, because that's what I'm doing. I have, really let me tell you something. I have done a movie before, and it took us 7 years. So I know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? From that point where you put it on paper to actually getting it to this point, like I know what it took. So congratulations to you. So you should be patting yourself on the back. I hope you took everybody out for a beer. I hope you really
appreciate it.
Hey, what was this? 20 days that we shot this in?
Are you serious?
I believe
18.
Yeah. It was November
18.
1st to the. No, it was November 1st to the 20th. We wrapped the morning of the 21st because my daughter was due on the 21st and she wasn't born until Thanksgiving Day. So 20 days.
Oh, y'all was in there from sun up to sundown. Y'all was not playing.
we weren't playing.
No.
Hey, this is the part I'm supposed to do, right?
No, we were working, we were hustling. Sundays were the days off.
Impressive.
But outside of Sunday, it was
grind time.
For real.
Grind time was deep, yeah.
We want to also bring in everybody else in the conversation. So we got JPEG as well. What are some of the things that you did on this project right here as well?
Well, this was an amazing experience for me. This was actually the first independent film that I had done. Yeah, like I was I was really deep into the theater world. I had just recently graduated from college, and so there were a lot of things. My eyes were big. I was ready to dive into a lot of things. And so I had one of my good friends, Cassandra Jolliffe, who told me about the film. I think you'd be great. You should come and see. I'm like, okay, let me get it. And I was so like fearful. I mean, I remember we had even gone to, was at a restaurant or something, or bowling, something we had gone to a night before. I would just remember talking, pulling Skee to the side because I had just gotten braces and I had a bridge on my ankle. And I said, brother, if this is going to affect my audition, let me know now so I don't even have to waste my time auditioning. So he said, no, you fine. Y'all know I Skee, you fine. Just come on. Just come on. All right. So I came and I did what I needed to do. And honestly, like that audition sticks as like it's like the catalyst of my strength as an actor now, because after I got done with my monologue, Skee literally said, like, you know, we could stop the audition. We found who we were looking for. So I hold that true to me. I'm like, whoa, you know. And I'm like, you know, I look, I said, braces don't fail me now. Just go and do what you got to do. So I gave him my all. And so I got cast. But then, like Harold, he called me a couple of days later, because I think I was originally cast as a priest. And then, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. You had to find your booster today and today's
I
date.
think,
Okay,
yes.
all right, thank you so much. All right, you as well.
And he called.
Go ahead.
He called. Yeah, and so he called me
Pull on my line.
and said, he called me and was like, hey, Joel, I want to talk to you about something. So he got to talk to me about this other character. So I'm nervous because I thought this other character was pretty pivotal. This is great. This is good for me. And then he told me, you're going to be Black Jesus. No, this is just as good, man. It's going to be just as good, man. Just trust me. And I just trusted him. I got in there and we had the reading. But the thing that was so funny, though, so Raz B was playing my best friend, right, y'all? So I'm a church boy, so I really didn't know what the connection with Raz B was. I go and I talk to this brother, you know, just trying to be cordial with everybody. Hey, what's up? What do you do? He said, I'm an international pop singer. I said, oh, really? That's cool. He's like, oh, yeah. I said, oh, that's cool. It's cool, bro. I said, okay, so you know who you look like? So and I gave about 10 minutes. Like, you know who you look like? You look like one of them dudes from that little group. You know that group I'm talking about? And then he let me know B2K. I felt so small, but I couldn't let him know. I couldn't let him know in that moment. But no, that was talking about 20 days of like an amazing experience, especially for the first time out. They treated us really well. Like we were in hotel rooms and like spoiled us to the point when I went to California after this, I wasn't ready for that extra life. I'm used to Golden Corral for lunch and dinner. I'm used to the hotel. You know.
Right. That's great.
I was ready, but no, like, and then, and one of the most memorable times on the film was when I shot my very last scene, and like Coop, yeah, I really had to detox from that because they did a makeup job on me, and like looking at myself in that particular space put me in this kind of traumatic mode or whatever, and then afterwards it was freezing cold. And for those who haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to say what was going on with me at that point, but I would say that I blood, sweat, and tears went on in that whole moment. And then after that, they put me in a truck they had to warm up, and I just had to decompress. Like even my body freezing, whatever, my mind is what was really under attack because I couldn't believe just what the scene that I just took part in. You know, and how it registered to me as such a young, to me, I found myself, you know, I looked at myself as a young actor in the film industry doing something to this caliber of you don't do scenes like this in just regular independent films. You just don't. And they took the chance.
Yeah, I can't take it.
No, really.
You got me ready.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm already ready. We didn't got
You-
to other people yet, and I'm already ready.
No, independent films, you don't take chances like that. Independent films, they don't really take chances like that. And Skee and Paul did, and it was crazy. It was crazy good.
Just from
Crazy
the
good.
trailer alone, the trailer alone, like it just sucks you in. Like you got a good storyline when that first few seconds start to pull you in. You want to hear about like what's going on more, So when you get the whole thing, you're gonna talk about it.
Right.
Like you see this film, you see this movie, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I get that
Yeah.
from that.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad you took that step of
Take
faith
back,
and did
man.
something you've never done.
I
You know,
think-
many
Yeah.
hadn't done it in. Now that you you know what they say, once you go independent, you can't go back. Did they say that? They probably don't.
But I have to say too, the cast was like dope. It was really a dope collective of like artists and energy because we were hungry. All of us were hungry. So whatever Skee and Paul told us to do, we were ready to do it to make it happen. So it was great.
Yeah, you're the type of actors that directors love.
Easy to work with. So I don't have them on if they're part of this right here.
Okay.
But her name is Bernita.
Bernita Brandon, is that? Or is that are you one of the?
There, but I know we got Skee Skinner, like this is the director right here.
We see a whole bunch. So
right.
Thank you to all the people who just stopped by to see what's going on.
But we want to get to the director, as well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This is the guy right here.
Yeah, he's just sitting there all calm.
Right.
Cool.
He's like
you know his time coming.
Happy Thanksgiving Eve type stuff. Like we just chill.
Oh, fine. How you doing?
They have been doing nothing but telling us how wonderful you are. So I can't wait to hear like your whole story, like how this all came about, just everything. Like I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, fill this in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, I've been directing really since I've been a kid. I mean, I started really in third grade. I started, and I knew I wanted to direct all the time, and I was really wanting to get my hands on the equipment and learn making films by getting your hands on the equipment and hitting the streets making films and so forth. And I, the film school and everything, learning film, it was great. But I was fortunate because a couple of the alma maters at Paul and I at school, they actually were making movies in Hollywood at the time. So I was fortunate to get on some sets and so forth up in Chicago with them and see how it is in the industry, but then apply my skills and traits to it as well. And the one thing that I try to always tell people is reach out to others who you aspire to be like per se, or who you look at as somebody, because when they look at you, they kind of see themselves a lot of times in you, and they will reach out and help you. So I was fortunate people responded and so forth. And from there, after I was in school, I was just stacking my money to make other independent projects and so forth. And that's what kind of led up to this moment to do Pieces of a Dream. I had done another feature film before that Paul and I had. And it had not.
Called what?
Yeah, it was called Vacant Lot. The Vacant Lot.
Is it on YouTube or anything?
Oh no, not Vacant Lot was the network stars that DMF and Power and all that sort of.
Yeah.
Launched that network, launched Stars, and that back in '98, it was released in like 2000. But that film. #1 film for Stars for 6 months. So they launched that. They launched that on our backs, literally. And that film got picked up and so forth and distributed around the world at various television, series and networks and so forth. So that kind of got the name within the industry spread around a little bit. And we, achieved moderate success, but nothing major. And all the time we kept, wanting to do something different because we didn't want to be in the box. We have friends and so forth that are in Hollywood, and they have lot deals per se, where they're on the lots of these studios. But the one thing they always told me, it says, keep doing what you're doing because you dance with Hollywood, but you go back home and do what you want to do, and you still get this stuff, out in the pipe streams per se. So that's what led us.
As an independent film, I just want to let you know that one.
Right, yeah,
So yeah, it ain't easy. He just makes it sound like, yeah, we just, we just did what we had to do. No, it's not that easy.
He's 89 to put that work in.
Yeah, put that work in.
It's truly, but it's a labor of love. I mean, it's truly a labor of love. When you love what you're doing, you're not really working, is the way I look at it.
That's true.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, but we fast forward all that stuff up to Pieces of the Dream, and literally we wanted to make something different and something that's never been done before. And that's really what we accomplished with Pieces of the Dream. There's no film out like it. I mean, and the experience we had, it was just a family atmosphere, because that's one thing that I like to do on my sets, is create that family atmosphere. But at the same time, if everybody, you know, is working towards a goal together, it's memorable. That's memorable. They can never take that away from you. And that's the one thing that I share with all of the actors, actresses, and crew, is they can never take this moment away from you. And right now, we're about to embark on a journey that's going to be magical and special, because we've got Dame Dash, you know, and so forth. And that
you didn't got Damon Dash. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
Well,
I
right?
understand this whole thing.
Yeah.
We work with the Atlanta Music Industry Group and a lot of independence type stuff or whatever, but we also keep abreast of what's going on in the industry or whatever. So that's the big thing, you know, the fact that you took an independent film to someone and it was like, yeah, come on, you gave it to Damon Dash. Like, okay, all right now. Like, I can't, I'm so happy for you. I look up to people like you, because I'm like one of the, I ain't gonna say I'm a little fish. I ain't a little fish, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like fish down here. And you are like what I aspire to get to with films if I ever get back into it. So I thank you for inviting me on this interview.
I'm glad you had a chance to, you know, chop it up. This is really good information. So now the films, is it coming out like I seen that was gonna be like from next year for 2022, or is it gonna be in this year or next year?
Actually, we're just waiting on a release date from TUBI right now, because literally TUBI, it's going to either be December or January, but we're thinking it's going to be December. That's the way Dame.
Bring this year out with a bang. That's what I say. Rock it out like, what's good? Psych. I am excited for y'all. So how did you end up with meeting your writing partner? He said you and him are like
twins.
Yeah, like
you're the words.
Right.
Yeah, it's a comical. I mean, Paul by nature, Paul was originally like a creative person, and he's a couple years under me in school. When I met him, he was an art major, and I was out shooting and I needed someone to paint a mural on the ground. And I was talking to him, and I started to get into him and understand that he loves writing and he's creative, and he opened up and so forth. And we just took a liking to each other. He came out, painted the mural, hung out on the set, and the bug bit him. So he basically the bug bit him, and then we started spending endless nights, endless days, endless nights, just rubbing elbows and just talking about our love of cinema, love of being creative, where we're from. And a lot of our qualities were similar, but we learned a lot from each other as well.
Are you from?
And I'm from a town called Alton, Illinois. It's right off St. Louis, but it's on the Illinois side. Yeah, and it's like we just shared a love of storytelling. And he and I, we'd be in the dorms, and we just, writing, talking, just doing, creative stuff. And that's how he and I bonded and so forth. But we knew all the time we wanted to do something bigger. And that's the concept we always had. We said, we make an impact, want to change the world, want to make a difference and so forth. And through art, we can teach and we can entertain. Just, and then when you're working with your friend and your brother, again, what more can I ask for?
And he shared that same one of those same words of love about you. So that's beautiful. It's nothing better than having a partner that y'all are compatible in every way. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to the arts. He said them characters were speaking to him in his dreams. So he was really serious about this project.
He was right there.
Yes, that's what's up.
Okay. Yeah, when I was a funny story for you guys though, but when I was on the workforce, I remember like the early days, and Paul, we would fax each other. This is how dating was. We was faxing the scripts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Paul would be like, wait a minute, man, let me, I'm gonna write this and I'll send this back to you in an hour. And we be
Literally, yeah, because I still do. I enjoy writing longhand rather than typing.
exactly.
And because I mean, I'm an artist. I like to use my hands, right? So that's one factor of it. And then it just seems like it flows easier when I'm writing.
Did it almost feel like you wasn't even doing the writing? Like you was just like, where's this stuff coming from? Hey, where the chicken at? Like it was just like it was just flowing out of you.
We would do that all the time, and then all of a sudden this was back in the days of when Yahoo used to have the little chat rooms and the IMs, and when that first started, and I said, hey, Skee, let's talk about this. You'll be this character, I'll be this character. And we'll just have this dialogue. We would just have this dialogue back and forth, being other people.
Yeah.
And until we understood these characters so much, we knew exactly how they would say, how they would talk, how they would respond. That was like that was almost like our daily practice. It was like
here don't know nothing about all of those little old social media back then. They don't even know what you're talking about, the little young ones.
That's awesome.
It's the equivalent of texting and pretending like you're somebody else.
Well,
I think that we also, I see SkeemBeatzRadio on here as well too. I wanted to say hello to her and everything as well.
Do you see her?
She's right there. Regine, you there?
You gotta ask her to unmute.
I think she might be there.
We play her music all the time.
Yeah, I'm here.
there she is.
She already had her song too.
Can you see me?
Oh yeah, there you go. Right there.
What's going on? We finally
guys,
see
what's
each
up?
other. We finally see each other.
Thanks for hitting
Okay.
right here too. How's everything going?
Yeah, everything is going okay. I'm just basically on my way home on the taxi, as you can see. But everything is going okay. So nice to see all the actors and also to see Mr. Skee. Beautiful interview. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're doing good in London, and we can't wait to, TUBI TV. London gonna be on lockdown for this movie. I'm telling you, for the release of the movie, London, we're gonna be on the lock for this movie. Yeah. We can't wait. We can't wait to see it. We cannot wait to see the movie.
No doubt, that's definitely what we need to. You also got some music out there as well too, right? So let them know about your music that you have out there.
I'm sorry?
Let them know about your new music that you have out there. You got some new projects that you have out there?
Yeah, I'm working on some new project to be releasing next year. So yeah, I've been going to the studio and working on some new music. So hopefully releasing next year. Yeah, and
Atlanta, come to our next event. Look up Atlanta 2022. It's like see you perform.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes. Next year is all about US. Trust me.
All about the US. That's right. Especially if they kick off the end of the year with this movie. That's gonna be like the way
Piecesofadream.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be fun.
Right.
Yeah. That's gonna be nice. Really nice. Yeah.
Yes, you want to hit them up, everybody, so they can know about your information about from your social media and things like that, or
did you get a chance to hear any of her music for your soundtrack? Regine, did you? I'm sorry, I'm pointing at you like you can see me pointing at you like like I know I'm talking about I'm sorry, I'm pointing at you. You looking at me like, what are you pointing at?
Skee Skinner, yeah.
Mr. Skee Skinner. Have you heard any of Regine's music?
Yes. Oh yeah. Regina, she's wonderful. I want to next soundtrack. Next soundtrack. I talk to Larica all the time.
Yeah, up to Larica. She's right here too. She's with us.
Larica.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, madam? Miss Larica Marshall?
Is she there? I think Larica, she's one of the shout outs.
Hello, everyone. I'm doing good. It's so nice to see the priest on here tonight. I'm telling you, your character your character really, really, really been in my nightmares, you and Coop. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
I'm telling you guys, when you see this movie, just tell all your friends, all your family members to watch it. I mean, Mr. Paul, your character as well. And then you have my buddy, Mr. Joey, you know, his character, the ending, like he told you guys, I can tell you, you will be really traumatized by this movie. I'm telling you, it's still affecting me every night since Mr. Skeet sent me the movie. So you guys are in for a great entree.
It's still affecting you.
It's like Jason.
I'm telling you.
Oh, snap.
It will do something to the archives of your spirit, especially if you experience some of the things that is happening. I would tell any pastor or anybody, I mean, their church should really see this movie because it just opens up some things that you probably don't even have closure in. And some things that I thought that I had closure in my life, by watching this movie, I'm telling you, it opens some things up for me.
Oh, it's on that level. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, get your popcorn and just be prepared. Just be prepared.
I'm ready.
Congratulations, you guys, and I'm excited for you guys. God is doing something this season for each and every one of you guys that has been a part of this baby. And I look forward to you being in more films with Mr. Skee and Mr. Paul. Congratulations.
So I want to piggyback off of what she said, Paul, because you said that when you were asleep, the angels, I call them the angels, that's me, right? I feel like the angels were speaking to you, like, because you woke up knowing what they were going to say, how they were going to say it. Like, this movie is definitely supposed to be, if for no other reason, because you were getting information in your sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know how that is. So that's deep. All of y'all are part of something that's probably bigger than y'all even know. You know what I'm saying? Probably bigger than y'all even know.
This is probably the way I approach my visual art, the way I approach writing, and the way that Skee and I talk all the time. We think like the most effective art is truthful art and honesty. And sometimes that honesty is extremely raw and it can be hurtful. And sometimes that honesty can put us in a happy place. But you have to have that complete spectrum in order to be able to feel all of it. You know, you just can't, we don't just live our lives in some monolithical emotional state. We encompass all of that because that's what we are.
Right. And it's one thing to see it on paper. You got it all written out and stuff. There's another thing when you get the actors who just freaking, they become that character and they bring those words to life and exactly how you heard it and felt it. It's just like, ooh. So like, I can imagine. And she said she's still dreaming about y'all.
Rika was saying that.
You're still in her dreams.
Man, I'm telling you, this movie is no joke. It will open up some things. And I'm telling you that Priest, Joey, Coop is off the hook. I'm telling you, this man is off. And then the Priest, he just really shocked me, his part. And then Mr. Paul, his demeanor is the same as in the movie. And you guys will see it once you watch it on TUBI TV coming soon.
Right, TUBI TV. It's definitely, so is that gonna be on the app or something like that? Or like people can download it, or where to get like TUBI? Or like, you know, how can they find it?
Yeah, TUBI is pretty much on all your social mediums, from cell phones to smart TVs, the video gaming systems.
Yeah,
it's on every
Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, it's on a little bit everything.
You can go to tubi.com and download it or something, or sign up for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you talk about this film being bigger than us. I'll try to be quick with this. I saw a vacant lot in 1999 or something at the Black Harvest Film Festival here in Chicago, because my boy Fernando Jones was in Vacant Lot, and Fernando produced a show called I Was There When the Blues Was Red Hot, and I had to lead in that, and I ended up doing 171 shows back from 98 to 2000. And so Paul and Skee came to see Vacant Lot because Fernando, that was his play, and he's in the movie. And so so I got a chance to meet Paul and Skee at the show, and then I went to go see their movie, Vacant Lot. And I remember sitting in the theater in 1999, 5 years before the audition, saying, I would like to work with those guys one day. 1999, then 5 years later, I run into Paul at a cattle call. I says, I know you from somewhere. And I says, Vacant Lot. He says, we're having our audition in August. And I was like, I froze. I remembered me saying that. And so he says, so he saw me do this training day monologue in front of about, I don't know, 50 people in the room. Paul was about 11 o'clock at night at that point. And I got the old standing O, training day, Denzel. And August came around, I didn't get a call. September came around, no call. October, I was like, well, forget about it. But then at the end of October, I got the call to come down to Act One, downtown Chicago. And I told my boy at that moment, I says, if I get anything in that movie, whatever it is, it's going to put me on. I remember that specifically because I just felt that good about even getting called to come audition for it. And so I got in the room, and I remember Skee saying, okay, because I think they had been talking. He says, Harold, you got a monologue? I was like, yeah. He says, okay, take all the room you need. And so so what I thought about was the training day monologue. But then going back to my acting class, I did this 5 Easy Pieces monologue after working on that training day monologue for about 4 months. The teachers, after I did that first read for the 5 Easy Pieces, my teacher says, Harold, if you do that training day monologue and turn around and do the 5 Easy Pieces monologue, they'll think you can do anything because the 5 Easy Pieces is laid back. And so Skee said, take all the room you need. And I said, you got a chair? I pulled up a chair and sat down and did the 5 Easy Pieces. He says, okay, that was great. Then he gave me the sides for Coop, and I started laughing. I was like, I can do this. And I just put it all out there and left the room. He says, okay, we'll call you. I'm like, okay. And then Paul calls and gave me the Father Chef role. So, but yeah, I always thought that this was bigger. This was bigger than me from the beginning. This was bigger than me from the beginning, bigger than all of us. And here we are today, and it's happening.
Man, this is something that we definitely want everybody to go out there and go see this right here, man. The film is called Pieces of a Dream. So we're saying like it might be out in December 2021 or
January.
Right?
We're gonna speak. We're gonna do like what he did.
We need them tickets.
We're gonna do like what he did. We're gonna do like what he did. We're just gonna speak it into existence and say it's gonna come the end of December.
All you have to do is like, get TUBI, download TUBI. You know what I mean?
We're gonna roll out the year with it.
Follow everybody. I mean, let everybody know. We want to get to everybody's information about where they can follow them and things of that nature.
But wait a minute,
I didn't see.
Is Najina James on here? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she on here?
Is she on it?
I don't think so.
I don't think she's on.
Okay. How about Joe?
That's PK right there.
That's him over there. Okay, that's PK.
Yeah.
Oh, that's PK. Okay, let me break that down.
Get right, man.
Okay.
But I wanted to say something to
we did
Monty J as well. Is he on it? I don't think Monty J is on, right?
Yeah, I'm still on.
Okay, right.
Oh, that was Monty J. Oh, he's a bad guy. Okay.
Coop. Yeah, that Coop character.
I like to see all these characters because that's the thing. Like just be sitting here having this conversation with now you got a chance to talk to them, and you're gonna see now you're really gonna be like, wow, that character. We talked to this guy or this lady, and that's the storylines it's gonna pick up on
to be able to be here before it gets out.
I definitely gotta see,
Oh my gosh. I'm excited for y'all.
I love new films.
I can't wait to see
independent films that do things that's
Can't wait to see it.
You know, it's kind of like knowing a secret. You know this secret that nobody else knows.
Okay.
So you know this. So when I'm talking about the film, so we all know what the film is. We were a part of it, but you know this secret. No one else knows it yet, but they're about to find out. And it's just like you're kind of sitting back, you're grinning like a Cheshire cat because you're like, yeah, okay,
right.
Here it comes. here it comes, and so that's a good place to be in,
Yeah.
from an artist standpoint.
Yeah.
I'm excited for y'all.
really can't
let
wait
me tell you
for
something.
that.
I don't even do scary movies, or anything like that. But I'm going to watch it, even if I have to do like this in certain parts. I'm going to watch this because y'all already said it. The publicist, Miss Larika Marshall, has already said that it did something for her. It exposed an area that she thought she was healed in or didn't even know was bothering her or what. Like there was spiritual growth. The viewer, the way she's making, the way I'm hearing it, is that you walk away from the movie with some spiritual growth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited to see that even if I have to do this or do like that on certain parts. You know what I mean? I do that with all the movies since I was a little kid.
Well, Roger Ebert said it was an extremely interesting film. So he said that. And I believe
Roger Ebert.
Yeah.
That is,
and I believe Skee, you said some parents that saw the film said my son needs to see this film or something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of.
So did y'all already do a premiere or or do y'all plan on doing a premiere where everybody goes and kind of like sees it before anybody else before it gets released? Are y'all gonna do a premiere?
No, we've done that. I mean,
y'all did it already. Y'all went to the premiere.
We've done that. I mean, but yeah, this is just getting it out.
Right, yeah, we getting in with the part. Yeah, this is what's about to drop. So we like we're trying to get the nudge. We're trying to get the nudge so we can get like some tickets and see a little bit before everybody else.
That's the
vibe. Can we get that? So we can be like little Rika. We're like tell everybody else.
Yeah,
we influence.
I am so I want to think of the words. I'm very ecstatic, grateful, humble that y'all would want to bring your project to SkeemBeatzRadio Music Review, which allowed me to be a part of it. And of course, I'm gonna tell everybody. You know how women are. We're gonna tell everybody. I'm just so happy and excited that you chose us. You know what I'm saying? Right. From what I can hear and from the energy and the descriptions that I'm getting from your actors, you know what I'm saying? And just how they were, y'all put so much into it and got so, and everybody's walking away like, I can't wait to see it. And I'm just so happy that y'all chose us to tell your secret to.
Out there, right.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Aria, I want to say something. I got Aria on there too as well, because I know I'm wrapping up pretty soon before we can get to let them all know about their information, about where they can find them and follow this film and for all future projects gonna be like coming up as well. But I want to give a shout out to this young lady right here, Aria. I don't know, are you there?
Yes, I am actually here. Thank you so much. I'm so honored, everybody. Thank you, Queen. And you look beautiful. You look amazing tonight. Yes, girl. Yes. And all the cast, I'm so grateful to be here with you all. I'm actually just gonna tag the refresher in just one moment. So as for myself, I'm grateful to be here. I feel like I'm in a room amongst legends and people who have made a decision to be great, and it's contagious. So I've just been soaking up the knowledge. I've just been a student, and just listening and you can follow me on Instagram, Aria the Boss. I do help with branding and marketing. I do a plethora of things in the industry. I have a few like Rob Love as my he's one of my clients and so forth. So I'm just so grateful to be here. That's all I can say. Like, it's a bunch of heavy hitters here, and
right.
I look forward to connecting with you all. So I yield my mic to
Instagram so fast.
Right,
I got my pen. It was hard before I picked up my pen.
She's a friend of the room. Aria, do you have any questions that you would like to ask?
You get to say it again.
Huh? Oh, no.
My Instagram is Aria the Boss, ARIATHE. And a BAWSE, Aria the Boss. That's me. And questions I had. Okay, so I've been just in a space where, I am transitioning to, making that decision and sticking to it. So I have a question for the people who wrote the script. I know that you were saying like, you kept getting like, these thoughts from the characters and they were messaging you. How much strength did you have to, kind of put out to actually listen to that thought and get up out of bed and, write down what was given to you? Because a lot of people don't take action. So what were some of the things that caused you to, make that right decision to get out of bed and write that down? And then for the actors, I want to ask, there was someone who said they had to transfer over to a different role that was outside of themselves. So when you step into, your field or, let's just say set, what are some things you have to channel within yourself to, allow the character to be portrayed through you?
Wow, that was a heavy hitter question. Yeah. Okay. So who wants to go first? Mr. Skinner or Paul? Which one of y'all want to answer that?
I can tackle the writer question. Well, first of all, you have to have a passion and have a love for creating. It's a scene, and Skee mentioned Vacant Lot, and there's a scene where a character gets out of bed in the middle of making love because he's hearing some notes in his head and he has to get it down on the piano like right away.
Wow.
There are people like that, and I'm one of these people that are like, when there's something that hits me, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, I have to get to it. I have to write it down. I have to go paint. I have to go draw. I have to release it.
Wow.
So yeah, either that's in you or it's not in you.
Right.
Great answer.
Yeah, a lot of your motivations, I mean, are in everyday life. I mean, I learn a lot of times just from just being out. And if you listen, eavesdrop, for lack of a better word, if you eavesdrop, stories are floating all around you all day long. I find stories in the weirdest of places, and a lot of people, they always, ever since I was a kid, they said you have like a wild imagination because you pull from all, and so forth. But that's what I think it takes to be a great writer. You have to have like a varied lifestyle where you can pull and write these characters.
I write songs. I get that. See, I get that. I write songs, so I get it from any place. I can pull it for myself, but I can also get it from things that I witness or see or experiences that I have. Yeah, that's something. Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off of Skee. And so I'm an only child, so I had to be creative as a kid. It was like me and me. And so what I learned was to be a good listener. And so I, like Skee was talking about eavesdropping, I listen to conversations when I'm out. My wife and I will be out and we people watch and I watch people's mannerisms. And so it allows me to become a chameleon, so to speak. So transforming into this character, Skee and Paul had a blueprint for me, and they were like, hey, you know what? We're going to give you a heavy dose of Tupac's music, and you're going to watch Scarface, and you're going to watch Training Day, and you're going to watch Juice. And we want you to embody that energy, not so much the characters or you duplicate this performance, but to embody that energy. And so that allowed me to go to that darker place because it's dark. It is. Coop is dark. And yeah, okay. I've heard people, hey, Nino Brown, and no, Coop is dark. But you're gonna fall. But at the same time, here's the thing. At the same time, no, but serious business. You're gonna fall in love with the character though, because it's like, I'm not just that character, but all of the characters. But speaking on Coop, he's a very dark individual, but it's like you don't want to pull away from him because it's like, what in the hell is he gonna do? You know, and so that's the allure of this film as a whole, to me, is that what's gonna happen next is the question. You know, from beginning to end.
I love that. I love that. And thank you so much, everybody, for answering my questions. I look forward to working with everybody that's here. I actually have dabbled into the actress world as well. I won Best Playwright in Centenary College and also Best Actress. So this is such alignment. I feel honored, like I said. And Kenneth, the refresher is in the building. So I just want to let you know that. Thank you, everybody.
All right. And this is somebody else too I wanted to say hello to as well. The refresher, I wanted to give you a shout out while you was on here with us, while we're here with this whole thing. I'm gonna get a chance to see, hear some of the conversation that we have with some of the folks that's part of the Piecesofadream. I want to give you a quick shout out and let the people know what's going on with you as well.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it a lot, Kenneth, man, for being here, for allowing me to be here as well too. Guys, my name is Sean Jackson. They call me the Refresher because I love to refresh people. I have a motivational speaking business. I normally go back to shelters and speak. You know, after the loss of my mother and the loss of my father, so many deaths in my family, man, I just want to be great. So my big project I was trying to get going on for our community itself is a hospital. I want to build a sickle cell cancer treatment hospital that's going to give back to the community because we need it. A lot of people know about sickle cell, and sickle cell is so big in our community. You know, my mother died from sickle cell 11 years ago, you know, and I have to trade sickle cell. So like, I really want to give back to our community. And then I have a coaching program as well too, guys. And I have a fashion brand, you know, so I love just giving back. My apparel is being featured in Vibe Magazine fashion show, January 15th, which is a blessing. You know, just coming from being homeless to now, you know, I want to encourage the Black community that they can do it. You know, just because we go to hard stages in life, don't go back to the streets. You know what I mean? Like, just because you lost your job and you got fired doesn't mean you got to go back to the streets and start selling drugs again. You know, we can stand up as kings and show them that there's other ways around being successful and other ways around the streets. You know what I mean?
And we need that refresher now because the music industry alone, they need some love. I don't know what's wrong. They need some love. Somebody to just go and love them because they ain't get no hugs. I'm like, my prayers go out to Memphis right now, who is definitely going through a lot. But yeah, the music industry, they need a big hug. They need so many hugs, y'all. And you know what? It sounds like you probably are going to want to watch this movie too, because the way that they're talking about how you're going to walk away and there's going to be a change within your spirit. It's going to be something. It's going to be something. You're not even here just because you think you're just here to talk about, you know, whatever, about your life and all that kind of stuff. But you are also probably supposed to see this movie too. I think myself as well.
Oh, I'm going to see this.
I'm talking about for a bigger reason. Like I said, I think that that when he told me that that the characters were speaking to him in his sleep, I already knew. I said, this is divine. This is a divine, you were given this. The two of you were given this, but it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
To make it come to
because
life,
it was coming to you in your sleep. Yeah, you're being ministered to in your sleep. And the people that he brought, all the actors and stuff that he brought into it, and then only that, but you got independent artists. I'm just saying, we've been shuffling, trying to find somebody to help us get a Damon Dash type person in our daggone life, and you got that going on. Just blow up.
Yeah.
Because he already spoke it. Your actors and stuff was already speaking, and he said, if I get on this, it's gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. The only way he can blow up is if y'all blow up, because it's a team effort. So the only way that his words can come to fruition is if it happens for all of y'all collectively. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking it too. Like I can already tell. I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited for you. And Mr. Refresher, refresh them. Sing Kumbaya Live by Candlelight. Give them some love, because I don't know what's going up there in the mass media.
Right, how can they get in touch with you? We got
They need some
like,
hugs.
let them know how they can get in touch with you, brother.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram is Upstylish LLC 207. And my Facebook is Sean Jackson. And if you guys need help with anything, man, tap in with me, man. I'm down to help with any project. You know, I did some acting myself back in the day. So if you guys need any help, I'm all about paving the way for these young Black kings.
Where
you know, because I'm located in Maine right now. I'm originally from Florida. I got left in Maine about 7 years ago. And I came where there's no path, and I'm making a trail.
Love that.
You know,
I really love that. I mean, yeah.
So we're thinking. So, Mr. Skinner, this going to be in theaters? Is this going to be?
It's going to be on TUBI.
And TUBI. What is TUBI exactly? Explain that.
It's like an app.
Explain.
Yeah, it's an app.
Yeah, like.
I love TUBI TV.
Like a Netflix type.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, still spreading the word in Maine about this movie that's about to come out.
Yes, we want everybody in here to let everybody know that it's coming out there. But the word, we actually had the trailer as well. You can find that on YouTube as well, right? So you guys can find that. Piecesofadream. Sorry, go ahead.
Can I just?
Go ahead.
This on all social media from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you know, and also the Dame Dash machine. The marketing is coming once we get the release. That marketing is coming. Right now, we're doing a lot of grassroots.
Yes,
but just staying ahead of the machine. But all that's coming. I mean, we're looking at really. I think it's December is when it's going to drop. But we just got to wait on TUBI to.
If your artists, if your actors are pushing this movie like y'all are, you got the bomb diggity freaking
they're
team.
doing it.
Because you get a lot of people, artists, actors, whatever, that they'll do it. Like I acted in it, and then you be like, "Oh, for real? I never seen it on your social media. I never seen you share it. I never seen nothing. I didn't even know." But if you got actors who are doing it, which because what they got to understand is when the movie win, we all win because everybody's gonna get to see you. And when they see, you don't know who's looking for the next thing for their big budget, whatever. And it's, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that y'all are, your actors are helping you push it, man, you give them all a donut or something because that's not the norm.
They flowers, man.
That's not the norm. You gotta beg them to do. You know what I'm saying? I've done it, so I know.
Right? Yeah. You also have a film out there as well. Yeah. So actually, I want to get to everybody else to let them know about their social media or how to way they can touch with them.
There's a lot of people
I didn't know
popping up
Harold. We do Harold right there. Is yet to ask him, and he can go across the board as well.
Yeah, that's real simple. 99 films on the wall. The number 99 films on the wall on all social.
Right.
That's on all your social media.
Mm-hmm.
He's smart. He's smart. Watch him because he's smart. He already knew. Keep it all the same. You know, you get people to be like, it's Janika, it's JoJo, it's Tommy, it's I can't remember all them.
We got Monty J as well. So let us know as well, brother.
So I put mine in the chat, but it is on Twitter and Instagram. It is Who Is Mo J, and that's Jey. So Who Is Mo J, and then on Facebook it's Monty J.
Monty.
And being that you are the villain, they trying to figure out who is.
That's cool. Like, that's cool.
Coop don't want to be seen. Coop don't want to be found.
I'm telling kids that, like, look, don't look at Coop. Love it. I cannot wait to see this.
I'm excited.
We got Paul Branton as well. Let us know as well, what we can do and find you and hook up with you.
Certainly. Either you can find me through my name, Paul Branton. Quick Google search, Branton. But if you're on Instagram, I am under Urban Menta, just short for Urban Mentality.
Okay. Urban Mental.
And for those who didn't write that down, he said, Google me, baby.
Right, that's all you got to do.
Paul Branton. I love that. I love that. That's
Just Google me too. Google me too.
Google me. Let's put it on a shirt.
Google me,
I know you do got it. You got a whole clothing line as well. I don't know if Jay Peck was still there. Mr. Sean Jackson right there. Jay Peck, is he still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Let them know how how everybody can get in touch with you and follow you through on the social media.
You got it.
Yeah,
Right,
you can find me on my yes, IG Joel Patrick _JPEK. So that's JOELPATRICK _JPEK.
I love that marketing.
Yeah,
that was so very smart.
Right.
I love that. Thank you. Never forget that. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
I know that did we do anything for Larica?
Well, you skipped.
Well, I don't Skee. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. My bad. But we did Skee Skinner from the beginning. But go ahead again. I'm sorry. Skee Skinner. That's the record of the film.
I know, but I didn't get to write down.
Oh, okay. Look, it's not unscripted. I'm so sorry. That's on a Wednesday night.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
But also, let us definitely know Skee Skinner about how they can get in touch with you or any information that you want to put out there, for what things you have coming up for any future projects as well.
Definitely. I'm on all the social medias under my name, Skee Skinner. You can Google search me as well. And I'm available. I'm out there and I'm accessible. So just go under my name, Skee Skinner, and I'll pop up.
All right, come get some guys. Let's
go. Google me, baby.
SKEE SKINNER. Skee Skinner.
It feels good when you can say that, right? It feels good when you can say
it's
Google
so crazy
me, baby.
It does feel good. It does feel good.
I don't know who sent me down, but yeah, they were gone. Did you tell me to need me to get something out of the car?
Who's that? If you're not, you might want to mute yourself.
What? That was somebody else.
I don't know who that was.
I didn't know if anybody.
That was Brown Jenkins.
Because I see the names, but then we have the names on the list.
Regine,
yeah.
Did she give her?
Yes. And she did.
Wait, you said it was Brown Jenkins. That's my dad. Mute your phone, man. I want you to mute your phone.
Hey, Kenneth.
Yes.
Hey, real quick, if you guys want it, man, if you go on Google, type in Up Stylish, the New Style LLC, and you'll see my Google, all over Google, and you see my Google ratings as well too.
Right.
So Up Stylish, the New Style LLC.
Awesome.
Yeah, Up Styles, right? Definitely. Yeah, we're gonna have that on a station as well. We're gonna have that as a drop on our Power Hour show that goes on Monday to Friday.
Yes, sir.
5 o'clock Eastern.
Appreciate that.
Got you on that, brother. For sure. I'm so happy that you get a chance to come up here, you and Aria,
That's awesome.
Larica, Regine, and then all of this great cast. Some of the people, I don't know if they want to say something that we actually are watching as well. I don't know if what's the sister right there? You see any? Black Pearl.
Black Q Pearl Entertainment. She's looking
Black
like,
Pearl?
did y'all just say my name?
Yeah.
Say my name. Say my name.
She got entertainment out there.
Around you, say, baby, I love you.
All right, find out.
But yes, how you guys doing? I am excited to see this project as well. I'm best friends with Joe P.E. King, who is just multi-talented, loved by everyone. And so I'm not surprised how well he is going to do in this film. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see everybody. And I'm a big supporter. So once I see it, I'm going to post. I myself am an actress, dancer, choreographer, host, poet, director, aspiring writer, one rap episode of my web series. And so I do a lot as well. And so I'm inspired just by listening to people on here and just get on my grind even more. So
right,
I know it's nice that you guys have an open forum for us to witness. So I thank you.
What's your Instagram information?
Instagram is Black Pearl World, and that's BLAQUEPEARL WORLD. I don't know why I'm nervous. Y'all making me nervous. My voice.
You see how unscripted I am? Kitty keep pushing like Patricia. I'm sorry. So
but yeah, that's the IG Black Pearl World. And you can check out my TikTok as well, building that brand as well over there. And that is Black Pearl Show.
Okay, on TikTok. Okay.
I appreciate you for taking the time to support them.
Yeah, definitely. All the way up. All the way up.
No problem.
I know that I don't know if the other lady right there, because we have a few more minutes.
That's friend.
Right there.
Hi.
Latrina or Trina Saunders would like to say something.
That's actually my wife. She's on mute.
You got the whole family.
Look,
That's
the
what I'm
family's
talking
in the
about.
house.
Support. You support.
And the girl Cheyenne, that's my soon to be. She'll be 17 years old tomorrow. That's my daughter. She's not speaking.
Yeah, see that? Okay, I don't want to get too deep.
I love that.
Coming Monday, yeah.
So that's another thing. When you're picking cast and they are the type to really bring the family support.
Yeah, support that.
Because word of mouth is the fastest spreading thing ever. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Then I want to give it up to my JPEG family. All my JPEG family. We got about became 6 strong on here, I think. Right?
Right. Showed up.
Yeah, all the Joe PK
showed out.
Yeah.
A friend of mine showed up. Adria can introduce herself if she like filmmaking.
Adria's filmmaking.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, I'm Adria. I'm a fan of Harold's. I'm a filmmaker and an actor, and I've worked with Harold. My husband and I, we have a production company called Tarleton Dawn Productions, and we make films for social change.
Oh, nice.
Social change, Black Lives Matter. We work with kids too. I'm happy to support. I'm excited, and I love meeting people and learning about their projects. And from what I understand, you guys made this a while ago, so I'm happy to see it. Yeah.
I saw that the trailer like 4 years old. So the fact that, man, I'm telling you, I am so like. What's the word that I'm looking for? I'm elated.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow.
Well,
I can't wait to see it.
Information as well, because we only got a few minutes left.
Is it gonna cut off?
I don't know if it will or not, but I've never done it before an hour later than whatever it is. It's the
I
power
want like a
hour.
whole bunch of people. I want to get everybody.
Well, we got
if I can say something for a minute, I want to. I know Myra is on here, and he's supporting this film. Everybody in the synagogue is where he's from. Will be supporting Pieces of the Dream. So Myra, thank you so much for being on tonight.
Yeah, you want to say something?
You want unmute?
Yeah.
Unmute. Did I push it? I think I pushed it. Oh no, he did not leave me right here to push buttons. Kenny, I think, or can you hear me? Okay, it's not pushing. I'm sorry, it's not pushing. I don't know what's going on. It's not pushing. It said ask to unmute. That's it. Oh.
Well, Adria, how can we find you while we're waiting?
Oh, I'm on Instagram at adria.dawn, DAWN. I'd love to connect with all of you.
So refresher, you should get Adrian. What was your name again? I'm sorry, man. Adrian Dawn.
Adria.
Adria, you should get Adria's information. And I love your background. I'm seeing all that filmmaking type stuff already, lights and stuff. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Acting teacher, yeah.
Awesome. So he said we only got a few minutes or whatever, and I don't know if maybe a few of you would like to answer or whatever. Just something quick. What words of encouragement? This is the unscripted part. SkeemBeatzRadio walked away for a second. So this is my show. I'm on the move unscripted, and I always ask people to tell us if you could give a word of encouragement to people like Refresher and the other young lady that I'm sorry, Miss Aria. Is Aria? If you could give words of encouragement to individuals such as that, and Miss Black Q Pearl, and other people, what would you say? I want to hear something from the writer, director, something from the writer, and something from maybe one of the actors or actresses or actors. Like,
Well, let me just say this real quick. It's a long haul thing. It's not just quick. This thing takes a commitment and belief in yourself, and it's for the long haul.
Yeah, one thing I would say, this is Aria the boss speaking. One thing I would say is definitely believe. You know, belief in yourself is so important, and just utilizing that tool in general, believing in, you know, if you're working with your business partner, believing in your business partner, believing in, I believe in God. I don't want to impose my beliefs on anybody, but believing in that source, believing that you also have a special source inside you, you know, just that belief will take you so far. So that is my tip, just to believe.
Awesome.
It's perseverance. Perseverance. It's like Harold said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And by all means, go deaf. What I mean by that is mute the naysayers. You gotta mute the naysayers out, because there's gonna be people that tell you, you know, it's not gonna happen. Oh man, you need to do something else. Mute those people. So go deaf and stay focused.
Yes, that was
because I had to do that. I had to do it for a lot of things. People say, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. And just to see certain people that I've met, if I didn't take an opportunity to take a chance or leap of faith, I wouldn't have met some of the greatest people in my lifetime that I would never have ever met. You know what I mean? And it really changed, like just right now, like seeing all the great work you guys doing out there, you know, in Chicago and St. Louis. Been to St. Louis, I've been out there several times. Love it, man. Chicago as well. You know, I'm from the East Coast, Jersey, you know, so we turn Atlanta. We do a lot of work out there, and we support people who are doing their things. You know what I mean? And that's what we want. We want people to be aware. That's why we do these things right here for our different shows. Actually, tonight we have another show tonight on the Move Unscripted, right? That's coming up at 8 o'clock. So we're working. We're doing media, and we love, like, you know, really help support what you guys are doing over here, Skee. Like, I really believe in what you're doing right here. And the people that you're working with is like, they're solid, man. So it's like solid goals. So it's like, let's see where we can take it. Like I'm in.
Solid.
Appreciate you, brother. Definitely. So yeah, look forward to being back.
I wanted to just throw out there, if anybody needed assistance, like I said, with branding and marketing, you know, I definitely would love to, you know, come on the project and just, damn, Sean. And I don't know if you can hear me, but just serve you that way, and you know, just getting it out there and connecting to the audience for this movie. So yeah, you know, just reach out. I have my Instagram. I connected with a few of you, and I just wanted to say that. But you know, back to you, Queen.
I like when she said that. Thank you, Queen. I like that. So
I just wanted to say, if I can, just as an actor, and just as I would just say an entertainer, period. Like they said, not listening to people, but also just listening to yourself and not hindering yourself when you think that you're not ready. But sometimes you just got to start where you are so that you can be critiqued by whomever yourself, so that you can continue to grow. I think for me, a long time I was like, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this, I don't have that. And it was like, just start what you have. And then it'll continue to come and build and all the other stuff. So I would say, don't stop yourself.
I love that. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes. Because people need that. You don't know how many people, the next big project, it might be inside of someone who is gripped by fear or uncertainty or whatever. So your words of encouragement, your seeds of love, just letting them know, you know, this is what I went through, whatever, that's helping somebody else, you know? So that's what's up. One of the writers, or both of the writers?
Yeah, I would say the word no, don't be afraid of the word no. I mean, I've been told no so many times, it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Because you just move past all the no's and until you get to the yes. You know, that's all it is.
Chicago don't play. That's what, because y'all don't play. Like, Chicago ain't taking no for no answer. Whatever. I'm not taking no for an answer.
1,000 no's to get that one yes.
You said no? Did you say no? I ain't hear no, whatever.
Keep on walking until I get that yes. Yeah, that's
because that is hard. You know, when you've created something and you want somebody's approval or acceptance or acknowledgement or help or whatever. And then when they be like, nah, it can hit you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you got to know how to just be like, you know what, whatever. You're not the one then. It's not supposed to, you're not the door that I'm supposed to take it to, and just keep on moving. So I love that, Paul. That was great.
Right.
That's really how the Roger Ebert thing started. I reached out to him and he gave me the no, I'm not looking at films right now line, you know, the professional thing. And I had to turn it back around. I'm like, no, you don't understand. And I let him know what was going on. And then he turned around and said, hey, tell you what, bring the film here. I'm gonna pay for the session. I'm gonna do this and this. And that's how we got the review from Roger Ebert. It was not, I don't give a damn about hearing no. No doesn't mean anything anymore. So it's
that's what it is.
What you want is what you want. You're gonna get whatever you're trying to get if you stop letting these little hindrances get in your way.
Right. I needed that today. Yeah. So I appreciate you for even saying that, because you know, there had been times when I just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna worry about this no more, instead of just continuing. Because like you said, sometimes it can be people that's closest to you that can discourage you. You know how long you've been doing this? You know how many other people have made it? You know how many people have been trying to get there? What makes you, you know? So all that can stop you, can cripple you. Yeah. So I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Don't let that stuff hold you back.
Right. So Mr. Skinner.
The biggest thing I say, believe in yourself. I'm one of the most confident people you'll ever meet in your life. And I think everyone else should be that same way, but that's the way I was raised. When you believe in yourself, I'm impervious to the no. No means nothing to me. You have to speak it into existence, because there's always two forces that's hearing what you're putting out. And you can move into existence. And that's been my whole life. I mean, my whole life, anyone that's ever gotten to know me, I speak things into existence. And then I go.
Right. That's and this is y'all's assignment. Y'all are all on assignment to get this out. Well, because see, I don't even know the movie. I'm just speaking from the energy that I feel. This is your assignment, and everyone who was a part of this was assigned to be a part of this. And that's why doors are going to open. So you're right, Paul. You was never supposed to stop, because those doors were going to open for you, because you have a message. You and Mr. Skinner have a message, and God knew who needed to play what. He knew Monty needed to play that. He knew what Harold needed to play. He knew, you know, what he knew every character, what they needed to play. So I can't wait. I am really excited. I cannot wait to see this movie. Like, I am so ready.
In December. And so, you know, also,
we're speaking it into existence. Yeah,
December.
We're speaking it.
And I thought it was really cool how he could mix and match these actors to play. Just you play this one and you play this one and you play this one. Yeah. Let it go. It's amazing what we did. Yeah, I'm excited.
So y'all were the directors as well as the writers, as well as the executive producer. Like, y'all were on set when they were both of you were on set when they were doing their different roles and stuff.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, of course. The director will be there.
Well, sometimes the writer don't be there. Sometimes that writer.
I say the director, but the director working with the writer.
But the writer doesn't necessarily direct all the time. Am I right or wrong? Sometimes I just write it and give it to somebody else to direct, right?
So yeah, you are correct. But Skee and I, we don't work in the orthodox way. So
that's why this movie about to be the bomb, because they was up there like, no, put your arm right there, move it up.
And let me say this about on set. We had like we got our scripts, and so the rehearsal was right before the camera rolled. Okay, go ahead and let's see it. After they saw it, say okay, they give you some notes and then say okay, lights, camera, action. And so at first I was like, well, how was that? Was this okay? This is fine. It's fine. And so what I realized was he let the rope go and said, go ahead and do your thing. And I respected that.
Oh, wow. And that is the best way to get the best, because they're being natural. They're just making that character into their own.
Staying with the same lines though. Yeah.
Yeah. They're making it their own. That's what's up. And then that also lets you know how talented you are as an actor, because you were able to take those lines and create it and make it your own in a way that came across in the movie, which is going to be unforgettable from what the publicist says.
Thank you. And I didn't realize that I had notes all over the place. Skee said, "Yeah, we found your notes." I'm like, "Oh, I was constantly logging."
All over the place. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I put that they had paid me a large amount of money, and I was like, I have arrived. And so I was like, I'm going to do the work, 24/24.
Oh my gosh, independent film in the house. Because some independent, they start from the grassroots, and so they don't have that kind of a budget. Yeah. Everybody has to come in and just give it their all and pray that it goes to the next level. That's a great group too. But when you get paid, that's the bomb digging, because you go to work like I got paid to do what I love to do.
Then we had time to invest into the character. It is not like, okay, we got to shoot this in 2 days. We had time prior to getting the script. We had time to work on it and then be on set and in the mix, sleeping in the hotel rooms, working on our characters. And I didn't need for anything. So it was like the most comfortable situation for me. I was like, this is the life,
Oh, next movie you do, I want to be a part of it.
Real funny. Pieces of a, oh my God. Pieces of a dream.
That's
guys is coming out there. Everybody check it out, man. We definitely thank you guys for coming up. I don't know who else we had on there.
We had a lot of people.
But everybody who tuned in and called up and give us, some of your words of wisdom and some encouragement. We really truly appreciate you for everything. Big up to Dame Dash, TUBI, big up to him, everything like that. My guy who called up Sean, Aria, and stuff like that, man. I call up Regine, definitely Lyrica, Eureka. Sorry, I'm saying that name wrong. Lyrica. Big up to everybody like call up, and Skee. I don't want to call you Mr. Skinner. That just sounds like.
That's because I grew up in Atlanta, and we
Mr.
do
Skinner.
that, Mr.
Skee Skinner,
stuff.
name. Yeah, everybody, Paul and Harold. Big up to. I'm saying that name right. Nagina is like.
You didn't think on me about Mr. and Mrs. Don't actually say that.
And everybody that's actually that's in this whole project, man, and everybody that called up, we would definitely thank you. And I hope you guys would have like a really safe holiday season, happy Thanksgiving, for all that stuff. And you guys travel. I know you got a lot of things going on. Yeah, so I'm good. I appreciate everybody coming on, and I hope to get a chance to work with you guys in the future as well. And make it do what it do.
And for all those who may not see it now, but you're going to see it later, we definitely want to encourage you to, promote, let people know about it.
Yeah, word of mouth is everything.
Because it's obviously going to be an awesome, awesome movie. One with a mission and a purpose beyond just, just a script or just scenes. Like it's something big about it. So we want everyone to support. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about the independent movement, is supporting each other. Even though it's going to mainstream, but still it's starting on an independent level, and that's what's important. So so we just definitely want to ask you to take the time to share this. Are you're gonna upload this on a couple sites, right?
Right, yeah, we're gonna upload this on a few sites. We'll have the audio and the video as well. So we're gonna run it on a couple spots to let people know what's going on and what that. So that's why we, ask everybody information and things like that. So
and we have a group, Atlanta Music Industry Group. We got 23,000 members.
Yes,
so definitely we'll be sharing it there. We got a lot of different groups and stuff, and on the move Unscripted, which is I come on tonight. It's blogtalkradio.com. Patriciamgoins. He's my co-host. I'm the goofy one. That's my personality. That's who I am. I just have fun. He's the more, he's East Coast, so he's straight. You know what I'm saying? So but we have fun, and we're gonna definitely promote this everywhere and let everyone know. I'm so, like I said, honored to be a part of this. Thank you, babe, for
I'm glad you came on.
Yeah. And congratulations to all of you. Yes. Awesome.
My pleasure.
Awesome thing.
Yes,
what's the name of the show that you guys have, just so I can, because I would like to.
On the move. Well, it's on the move Unscripted, but it's on blogtalkradio.com/ Patriciagoins.
Is it possible you can text that in the inbox so,
Yes, ma'am.
so it can't be mistaken?
I sure will. And then SkeemBeatzRadio. That's
Thank you.
Now on Wednesdays I'm unscripted, so if I make any mistakes, it's on purpose.
Wednesday and Thursday, but tomorrow's a holiday, so I don't think the round for the ladies won't be on it for that. But we have a show. I do a show Monday through Friday. It's called the Power Hour. We had this like for this right here was an exclusive thing, for this film. And if we have you guys come on every day, I'm on at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. We just kind of like chop it up about different things and have people come on and just like, it's just build their power, get the energy back up. Because I know a lot of energy has been lacking in our society lately. So it was like how the way we could build up that energy, get that power back. And what you guys are doing is definitely one of those things. So we're gonna put that out there. This is the strength that we need to get stronger again. So let's do it. Thank you so much for calling up.
And if any of y'all would like to come on Blog Talk Radio, on Move Unscripted,
Yeah.
if it's any of the actors or the directors or whatever who would like to come on and just independently and talk about whatever is going on in your life, whatever your next project and this movie, because the goal is to promote it as much as possible.
Yeah.
So if we have to do it by each individual on Move Unscripted until it comes out, I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
Like I'm about spreading love because we have to work
this.
together.
Yeah.
That's how it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right.
I can't wait to see it, y'all. I'm gonna be up there with my popcorn. I'm gonna do it. Pieces of a
I think what's important is that when we find out the exact date that it comes out, we need to spread the word and have everybody on TUBI watching within that first week. The first night, second night, just get it out there and have people enjoy what we've put blood, sweat, and tears into.
It's spreading the word.
And also just a little tidbit, like what I've been telling people about a project that I'm on. Even if you watch it once, there's nothing wrong with restarting it, turn the volume down, dim the light, and go to bed. Just let it play.
Yeah, let it play. Yeah, we
I honestly think that if somebody rewatches it, they're going to want to.
I definitely do have my radio show.
I'm going to put for anyone who wants to see the movie that I did, it's called This Can't Be Love.
Yes, great film.
It's from a book it's a book series that I wrote. And so that's the first one, but I'm going to put it in there. If you go to you
got like 50,000 views on that on YouTube.
It's 64,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
I've been pushing the heck out of it.
Let me get that correct. 64,000.
It's free to look at.
Get it right. Get it right.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in. And I like 800 something comments. Like people are really showing me love. But it took us 7 years to film it. It took a long time. I ain't have it like you, Mr. Skinner. I was going there. I'm like, I was putting pennies in the penny. I was begging. It was a long 7 years.
That's a love project. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. Love, no doubt.
It was. Did I do it there? Did I do it right?
11:19.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, check that out, man. And definitely we want to be in touch with everybody and see if we can get you guys to come on the Move Unscripted.
And SkeemBeatzRadio on Saturday.
Well. Yeah.
He plays the best music, y'all. If any of y'all are music lovers, right? And y'all like to keep up on the newest whatever, he always has the best music. He be keeping that stuff hostage. Like, I need some more of them songs.
Sometimes you got
He always has it before everybody else because he's a DJ. So definitely tune into him on Saturdays, 8 p.m. on SkeemBeatzRadio music review.
Yep. Yeah, we thank y'all so much for hitting us up.
I enjoyed y'all. I'm so glad
for the holidays.
Yeah, they let us be a part of their reunion. Like, that's what's up. Like, I appreciate that.
Awesome. Been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good
Someone should take a screenshot for us.
How do you do that?
No, you asking me about some stuff.
Yeah, new laptop. I'm sorry.
You can do it on your phone. Yeah.
Come back, Paul.
All right, I'm here.
I see Harold now.
Because mine is on. You probably want to do it landscape. You do a
Yeah.
Because this is just memories. I'm big on memories too. I am because you can't never get a second back. You know. That's because you work hard. Oh, that's so cute.
Got it. Thank you.
The cheese kept getting bigger and bigger. I'm just glad to see you guys again. You know, look at this. We're looking at each other, you know.
Hey.
How long has it been since y'all seen each other?
It's been a while.
Like some years?
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's another labor of love. That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. I can't wait to see.
Hey, when you stop the recording, I'll tell you how many.
No, I'll tell you how many. It's been so long. I had braids.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, it's been a long time.
My hairline is all the way back here now. Yeah.
It looks nice on you. It's very becoming. You know.
Yeah.
King. It's very becoming. Very becoming.
Right.
I think I was 20 pounds bigger.
I was 30 pounds smaller.
Maybe 30, yeah.
Everybody's had some changes going on. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I know it does feel good to see everybody. It got to feel good for you and Paul. Like it got to feel good to see the actors so still dedicated, still like, all right, y'all, it's time to promote. They're like, okay, where, when, what time? I'm bringing all my family. I got all my crew. We ready. Like that's the vibe.
We are ecstatic right now.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all energy is you see, I've been smiling the whole time. Y'all energy is powerful. So I can't wait. The energy is powerful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Powerful.
Okay, y'all can end this.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, Pop.
Radio show. Thanks for calling us up, guys. We will definitely be in touch with you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.